Hey YouTube, it's Peter the Parkour Dude 91 here again, coming at you with another video. Basically, just like yeah. So I got a video response to my last video. It's this little fucking kid, this little British fucking bitch, just tried to troll me. Basically, try to just clown me, punk me, whatever you want to call it. I'm not in with the troll lingo because I actually just have a life and things to do outside of just like trying to bully people online and just being a disgraceful person on the internet. But in any case, this is basically he's just this kid he just made this video talking to me as a response to my first video. So I'm just gonna be like playing back this video. I'm just gonna be playing back his video, just like and I'm just gonna comment on it as it goes on. So here we go.
Gun fan mail. Hi there, this is WatchtAmWeb with a video response to Parkour Dude 91's gun fan mail comments, and I was just astonished by how ignorant Parkour Dude 91 is and how many just plain idiot falsehoods he's coming out with. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I am actually able to answer and come back to a lot of his points, despite the fact that I'm a Brit who lives on the other side of the Atlantic, and I'm
Typical.
not a gun owner, but I can tell you a damn sight more about guns than this dude. He also makes some pretty hilarious political points as well, which I'm going to cover as well, because they're just, this is prize-winning idiocy from Parkour Dude 91. Before Parkour Dude steps up and says, "Oh yeah, you're just a troll," well,
You are
actually I am taking
fucking bitch.
amusement from the fact that you're quite so shockingly ignorant. But also, I do feel sorry for you, because being so ignorant must be quite tough. I mean, I can't claim to know everything about everything at all. And I'm painfully aware of how ignorant I am on a lot of subjects, but I'm definitely not as ignorant as you, dude. Yeah, I'll start with your political points because they make me laugh a lot. You say that Barack Obama has
Barack Obama, fucking dumbass.
and that he's just generally a bad person because of that. Well, newsflash for you, Barack Obama hasn't actually changed any gun laws in America recently during the election, which he's just won.
Keep talking.
He did float the idea of a renewal of the assault weapons ban.
Yeah, exactly.
94.
So I'm gonna pause the video here. Yeah. So he just basically he said one thing, and then he just said another thing, and he just contradicted himself with the second thing. So funny how that works out, isn't it? WatchtAmWeb. I'm gonna get through the rest of this video.
But is that really going to happen? I doubt it. And if there is an assault weapons ban, what will that even mean? You can't
I can
just
tell
say
you.
Obama hates guns.
Assault weapons ban. That will mean and complete outrage of all gun owners in the nation, and it will mean bad things for Obama's just candidacy. That's what it will mean. I can tell you that from experience, and just, well, not from experience, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna get through the rest of the video.
Because that's just simply not the case. Gun rights are a topic which is so contentious in America, it would be political suicide for Obama even to try and touch them.
Here's another point where he just contradicts himself. He just basically just agreed with what I just said. As you can see, this guy is not just qualified to basically speak to me like I'm an idiot.
Even though he's just won a second term, he might try, but I don't think it'll do him any favours. So, yeah, it's not likely to happen, and he hasn't actually changed anything at all while he's been in office. Yeah, you say that Barack Obama pulled troops out of Afghanistan and that has endangered American lives. Wrong again, I'm afraid. There's 140,000 American troops in Afghanistan at the moment, and there's no talk of any pullout until 2014.
Blah 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 blah
Which
blah
doesn't seem
blah
like very
blah
far
blah
away,
blah.
but happened, and leaders around the world are queuing up to get out of Afghanistan for 2014, and there's a good reason.
I'm gonna pause the video again for this. Dude, when they pull out troops of Afghanistan, that means they are on the defensive. They are retreating. And when they're retreating, they are just running with their tails between their legs, away from the enemy. They are more open to fire. They are just more basically easy to take out. Because when you're on the offensive, you have the numbers behind you and you can just storm in there. When you're trying to just run away, things are a lot more dangerous. And I see what you mean of like, if they're not in Iraq, they're in less danger. Like, I understand that point that you've made, except, I'll call this a 50-50, because on one hand I can see where you're right, but on the other I can see where I'm right and you're wrong. So I'll just, I'll let that one slide. I'm going to get through the rest of the video.
You state that this has put people's lives at risk. Well, I would kindly refer you to any member of some poor line infantry platoon who's been sat out in Afghanistan for 6 months and ask them whether they feel safer at home or out in Afghanistan. I tell you, they'll feel a bit safer at home, I think. You also say that Obama has shut down Guantanamo Bay and that's a bad thing. When in fact Guantanamo Bay hasn't been fully closed down yet. There are still detainees being held there. Obama did pledge to shut it down, and there's a good reason for that as well, because it was drawing international condemnation from around the world.
International condemnation? We're talking about the safety of our country here. So, I don't really care what some, just idiot like you in basically just Britain or, Ireland, wherever you're from, talking about this stuff with that accent, I just don't care. You're not really making a very good case for me to give a shit about people like you and your opinions on my politics. Thank you very much. Not.
There's better ways to be dealing with people than that. Trust me. You also talk about Obama's winning this election that's just happened, the 2012 election, and you imply that it wasn't a normal victory. You say that
it wasn't.
That election victories are normally done with the honest support of US citizens.
That's true.
This is still a democratic election, dude. It's, a lot of honest US citizens have lent their support to the Barack Obama campaign. You don't like it, you're in a minority, I'm afraid. It's just the way it is. That kind of rounds off my my political points, except for the fact that I would like to point out that you say Romney is against fags getting married. Now, fags means something a bit different in my country to what it does in yours.
Yeah, you're living proof.
I'm pretty sure that constitutes hate speech. Just a heads up on that. You don't want your channel getting taken down on YouTube, do you?
Cry some more.
Okay, I'm going to move on to your gun points now because they are utterly ridiculous. Again, I live in a country where very few people own guns compared to the US. Guns are legal, they're not completely banned, but they are heavily restricted. And, I intend to become a gun owner at some point in the future, but it's not happening yet because of circumstances and I'm poor. But I'm going to go on this.
Sucks for you.
Because despite the fact that I come from the UK, I still know plenty about guns from having been floating around on the internet for far too long, basically. But you say that...
Okay, trolls, let me give you a question. If you say that I'm wrong for just, learning my information from, you say I just get everything I know from COD and from video games. Well, in reality, I actually get it from sites like FPS Russia, great YouTube. I get it from, various sources online and from experience. So this kid is saying that he just gets his stuff from the internet, which is the same as what I'm saying. So what makes him any just basically better than me? How come you're not just trolling this just idiot, bitch nerd? Why aren't you just trolling him and just only trolling me? So just think about that.
rifles and pistols won't kill anyone. They most certainly will. A lot of people have died at 22 cals over the years. A lot of them. You say it won't kill anything other than a really small game like rats. It most certainly will. You know, there's a reason why 22s are so popular and so common. As you know,
The reason 22s are so common, dude, is because they're cheap as shit. So poor people buy them. I come from a pretty wealthy family. I can afford 50 AE rounds regularly, and that's why I shoot a Desert Eagle.
varmint guns is because they will kill most small game and medium-sized game. People get killed by 22s all the fucking time. You know, dogs versus coyotes, whatever. A 22 will.
I just feel sorry for you for being just so retarded.
You make a point about hunting bears, and fair enough. A bear has a skull which is about twice as thick as that of a man, so you can understand how a 22 might not be able to kill that. But even then, if you shot a bear enough times with a 22, it would still bleed to death. Granted, it would have time to catch you and chew your insides out first, but, you know. You talk about your older brother's Uzi. I think you might be intending to talk about an Uzi. Yeah, it's a bit different there. And you say that you don't hunt with your brother's Uzi on fully automatic. Well, there's probably a good reason for that, because fully automatic Uzis are somewhat more rare than semi-automatic clones, and they do cost a great deal more. We're talking thousands and thousands of dollars, and they require registry with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco and Firearms in the States. Again, if your older brother is one of the fortunate people who is registered with the ATF and possesses a fully automatic firearm, then good on him, but I'm inclined to disbelieve you just because not very many people out there are willing to cough up that.
I've already explained before, my family is pretty wealthy. I'm not going to disclose any kind of just details about that particular situation, largely due to trolls. You know, I just don't, you know, you just have to keep some stuff private on the internet, or you just get, like, pedos chasing you around. But, like, suffice to say, my brother does own a fully auto Uzi, and, I've shot it many times before. It's a great gun, really fun to shoot. It's a great gun. But I'll get back to the video.
Much money just for the ability to piss rounds down range slightly quicker than usual.
Slightly quicker?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
It's
kid.
just beyond belief quite how ignorant you are. Your love of the Desert Eagles just reveals as being the pathetic Call of Duty fanboy that you are. Literally.
Okay, I've been getting a lot of comments about this kind of just bullshit with me and COD. Like, literally, I barely just play COD anymore at all. Like, I'm mostly just CSS right now. So, just you guys can just, like, shut the fuck up about that, alright?
Using guns, then by all means go out and learn how to use them safely and have fun with them. Get a 22, practice with it, and get a Mosin again and have fun. But, you know, your obsession with Desert Eagles is illogical, stupid, it makes you look about 12 years old. So, yeah,
I'm 19.
grow up a bit. And swallow some pride as well. You'll just dismiss this video as being a troll, but, you know, I feel embarrassed that somebody who, well, if your username is correct and that you were born in 1991, that means you're older than me, and it's a bit shameful, really. Right, this is WatchtAmWeb.
So yeah, that was pretty much just my video response. I think I said everything that I basically just needed to say in this one. Let this be a warning to you, any future trolls, to just not try to send me a video just flaming and trolling me and just think that I'm not gonna fight back, because I will. I'm just not the kind of person to just run away from a situation like this. So that's basically just it, you know. Just make sure to, like, you know, usual, rate, comment, and subscribe. You know, I'm just going to be coming up with some really sick stuff, you know, new sickness soon, so just, like, hang tight. Alright, peace. Semper Fidelis.